New York City delis.
Oh, wow.
So it was my first time going to any of these places. I like to think of myself as a person with sophisticated taste. Oh, I'll have the steak tartare. But at the end of the day, I don't know, I might just be one of those guys who just really loves chicken tenders. I actually have some right here. That's cold. I didn't cook that. After World War II, countless displaced Jewish people found a home here in New York City. And these sorts of delis played a huge part in fostering community for people who were forced to leave their old lives behind. Unfortunately, there aren't as many as there used to be, but I learned that the ones that we do have are thriving and delicious and fantastic. And yeah, no, I really love delis now. I ate the 5 best deli sandwiches in all of New York City. 5 different delis, 5 different kinds of sandwiches, and a whole lot of pickles and coleslaw along the way. And there was a citywide bug infestation. What? KATZ'S Delicatessen. No, I'm not gonna show the When Harry Met Sally clip. That would be too on the nose.
Oh, God. Oh. I'll have what she's having.
KATZ'S is the most famous deli on the Lower East Side. It's the most famous deli in New York City, and it's probably the most famous deli in the world. Reviewing KATZ'S Delicatessen would be like reviewing the Mona Lisa. I'm gonna do it anyway. I went on a busy Saturday afternoon, which meant I had to wait outside for about 30 minutes. This place is organized chaos. There's just a sea of people in 8 different lines, walking in unpredictable patterns while carrying large trays of food, and somehow it works. Which I guess makes sense when you consider the fact that they have been doing this since 1888. I ordered the famous KATZ'S pastrami on rye with mustard. The nice people behind the counter will even let you try a little sample as they effortlessly chop up the meat into little tiny pieces. Scary. It really struck me how simple this sandwich actually is. Pastrami, bread, mustard, optional. This feels like the kind of meal I should eat with a big glass of milk at the end of a long day to make myself big and strong. The pastrami is as good as people say. It's smoky, it's tender, and the mustard flavor is not overpowering. The sandwich came with free pickles, which weren't too salty, which I liked. It didn't come with coleslaw, but it is one of the many side options you can order along with your meal. SARGE'S Deli. If you're near Grand Central Station and you're looking for a sandwich, I got you. SARGE'S Deli is over on 3rd Ave between 36th and 37th Street, and the whole experience is a lot more relaxed than at KATZ'S. You get pickles and coleslaw as soon as you sit down, and they got free refills on fountain drink. Amen. The pickles were too salty and the coleslaw was too dry, but they were definitely free. I wasn't completely sure which to order, but the guy sitting next to me insisted that I should try the open-faced Reuben. The thing is, I'm sort of a rebel, and I don't like being told what to do or how I should order or what It's a Reuben! I did, yeah, I got the Reuben. It actually was a great recommendation. The sauerkraut and the Russian dressing were the standouts, which is a big deal because I don't think prior to this day I had ever actually enjoyed sauerkraut in my entire life. It's big enough that you can and maybe should split this thing with someone else. 2nd Avenue Deli. Everyone hold on. 2nd Avenue Deli is not actually on 2nd Avenue. It was for many years after opening in 1954, but it moved to its current location in Kips Bay in 2006. 2nd Avenue Deli is another absolute New York City institution. I went on a Monday afternoon and my server wasn't exactly friendly, but I felt very safe in his care. Like, imagine if Batman was giving you treats.
He's the hero you deserve.
Now, the internet says 2nd Avenue Deli has really good corned beef on rye. I was a little hesitant to believe this because just like with the sauerkraut, I don't think I had ever had good corned beef in my life. Silly me and my unrefined palate, right? The internet was right. It came out almost immediately after I ordered it, which makes sense. They're just slicing meat and putting it on bread. They did provide the mustard on the side, which I was happy about because I thought that this particular mustard was pretty strong and that it started to overpower the sandwich. The meat was super juicy and the bread was super soft, and Batman gave me a free chocolate egg cream at the end. Watch me toss this bad boy back like the absolute Hershey hoe that I am. Barney Greengrass. Uh-oh, we got royalty on our hands. Barney Greengrass is the king of sturgeon, and he is going to tell you that all the time. I figure if I'm gonna have some smoked deli fish, Barney Greengrass is the place to do it. I mean, they've been holding down the fort on the Upper West Side for over 100 years, right? Okay, get ready because I have some very strong opinions about this place. The good. The sturgeon. Duh. Okay, yes, they're the sturgeon king, obviously, but it's actually beyond good though. I got their sturgeon sandwich on a poppy seed bagel with cream cheese. Well, no, I got half sturgeon. The waiter recommended that I do half sturgeon, half Nova Scotia salmon, so I could try both. I have a strong hunch that they were just getting low on sturgeon and he was told to push something else. The side with the sturgeon was heavenly, incredible, so good, obsessed. I would eat this 100 times. I absolutely loved it. The bad, the salmon half. Okay, maybe that's dramatic. It isn't that bad. It's just that the sturgeon half was so good that the Nova salmon could not compete. The service? What the heck? My table table had coffee stains the whole time I was there that were left over from whoever sat there before me. I was never given silverware. I had to ask for napkins and was finally given just one. I stole my kitchenware from another table. And the pickles. They were $6 and I wasn't told that they were going to cost extra, which seems like an important thing to mention when every other deli in town, including KATZ'S, is giving you them for free. Okay, I'm done. Incredibly delicious sturgeon. The king can keep his crown. LIEBMAN'S Deli. I get off the train station in Riverdale all the way up in the Bronx to be greeted with boom, bug infestation. I've never seen anything like it. Literally millions of aphids flying everywhere in massive swarms. They were on my arms, my face. Here's some video I took from in front of LIEBMAN'S. Do you see all those white dots? Those are bugs. Get them off me, get them off! Now, none of this is LIEBMAN'S fault. Those bugs were all over the Bronx and New York City on the whole. I don't have like a thesis about them or anything, but what the fuck? Can a scientist please explain in the comments? This is sadly one of the only remaining Jewish delis in all of the Bronx. It was a journey to get up there for sure, and will probably be too out of the way for a lot of tourists, but if you're here and you're looking to hit all the best delis, LIEBMAN'S has to be on your list. The coleslaw and the pickles, free by the way, were both amazing. The coleslaw was really coated and a little sweet, which is my favorite. Now, they're known for a few of their meats, but I went with the brisket. Let me tell you, this sandwich is an art form, a dance, if you will, between bread and meat. The meat was really juicy, and the bread, even though it was soft, found a way to not be covered in grease. Perhaps a deli miracle? It wasn't too crowded, which I'm sure speaks to its less than central location, but the food was great, and the prices were even a little bit more reasonable than the ones in Manhattan. Winner! Directly comparing these places is a little hard because I did eat 5 totally different kinds of sandwiches. I'm gonna do it anyway.
The winner is
BARNEY Greengrass is the winner by a mile. Like, it's not even close. This was probably the only sandwich of the 5 I had that I would rush to go eat again. It's not that the others were bad. They were actually excellent. I was really impressed to find just how good deli meat can get. At the end of the day, I think it just came down to the fact that I'm a guy who likes a little bit more complexity in his meals. It's not only good, it's gotta be one of the best meals I've had in New York City in a long time, even considering the lackluster service. The best pickle and coleslaw award goes to LIEBMAN'S. They had the largest portion of coleslaw and it was really nicely dressed. Bonus points for the service at 2nd Avenue Deli. I'm still thinking about that free chocolate egg cream shot from Batman and the lovely feel and location of the space. How did I mess up? Where did I go wrong? Tell me down in the comments below. What is your favorite meal at Barney's? How do you like your pickles and coleslaw? Which deli is your favorite in all of New York City? Why is KATZ'S overrated? And is it a tourist trap? I want to hear it all. I love you for watching. My name is Josh. Now let's get lost.